Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, whatever your current life situation is. Hello, you too. This is Jeffrey Kite back again with another episode of Kite's Curiosities. Today is episode number 2 of the Georgia 159 project. And today I am in Ben Hill County, Georgia. This is a very special place to me because it is my home county. And I'm in my hometown of Fitzgerald, Georgia, the county seat of Ben Hill County. So come on and take a stroll with me as I share with you the history and information about beautiful Ben Hill County. So Ben Hill County was named after this gentleman right here, Mr. Benjamin Harvey Hill. And Benjamin Harvey Hill, he was a Southern politician. He served in the Georgia State Legislature, and then he served as a representative of the state of Georgia in the Confederate States of America. And after the Civil War, during Reconstruction, he served in the United States House of Representatives. Now, Benjamin Hill, he was a fiery, just cantankerous old soul. I mean, he was very passionate about the things that he believed in, and sometimes a little bit too passionate. History records that in 1863, during a debate in the Confederate States of America, and in one of their governmental sessions, he got into an argument with this guy named William Yancey, who was a representative for the state of Alabama. And they got to fussing and fighting and carrying on. And well, old Ben Hill here, he got so dadgum mad at Yancey. He walked over to him with a glass inkstand and hit him upside the head with it and just essentially knocked Yancey out. Yancey fell over a daggum desk and just caused a big old ruckus right there on the floor of the Confederate government. And he had to separate everybody and just... it turned into a big old fuss. So after the Civil War, Ben Hill here, he was arrested like pretty much everybody else that was part of the Confederate government. And he was held up in prison up in this little prison up in New York, Brooklyn specifically, called Fort Lafayette. And he spent 2 months in prison up there and then was released. Came on back to Georgia and, represented Georgia through the Reconstruction era of our nation. He was a staunch opponent of Reconstruction, too. Just gave many fiery speeches and just, opposed to a lot of what was going on. So, somewhat of a controversial figure here, Mr. Benjamin Harvey Hill. So Ben Hill County was created in 1906 when it took portions of Irwin County and Wilcox County, a little bit of land in between those two counties, and created Ben Hill County right there. Ben Hill County is located in below the fall line right here, as you see. And it is located in the area down here in South Georgia known as the Coastal Plains region. Now, it's called the Coastal Plains region because either supposedly or scientifically proven it was underwater at one time. In my opinion, all of this state was underwater at one time. If you read the book of Genesis, the Bible tells you that. And it's kind of funny because sometimes in this area you can find fossil shells, and it's kind of neat. It gives credence to the fact that this land right here was, in fact, underwater. How long ago? How long was it underwater? Personally, I don't think anybody will ever know that. So, very, very interesting facts about that region of the state. And so on our Georgia 159 project map, I've highlighted Ben Hill County right there. Also, something to note about this region of the state, very, very fertile farmland. The soil is very sandy, again, because um, the theory that it was underwater for millions and thousands of years and such. So a lot of good farmland down there, a lot of good peaches, a lot of good peanuts, cotton, corn, anything you want to grow down there. It is just mwah, chef's kiss. Good food down there. So Ben Hill County is not close to an interstate. It's about, I would say, 20 miles, a little over 20 miles from I-75, but it does have two major U.S. highways that roll through Ben Hill County. That'd be Highway 129, which takes you on up through, if you're going north, Abbeville and Hawkinsville. It's also got State Route 90. And there's also, just camera back, there we go. And also US 319 rolls through Ben Hill County. And here's a list of those major highways that come in and out of Ben Hill County. As I stated before, US 129, US 319 are the two major United States roadways coming in and out of Ben Hill County. And then you got State Route 11, State Route 90, State Route 107, 125, Highway 182, 206, 213, and State Route 233. So lot of roads coming in and out of Ben Hill County. It's a well-traveled county. A lot of people come through in and out, bringing products and things and going to the various markets in and around the area. Before we turn the corner here, I want to give a shout out to my man Lee Renfro. If you have any fiber optic needs, contact my man Lee Renfro here at GoFro. He will hook you up. Cheap, shameless plug there. So, like I said, Fishtail in Ben Hill County, beautiful place. I just love it. I've grown up here and just still have family here and just absolutely love it. Love coming back home and visiting all my friends and family. Ben Hill County, in and of itself, they're bordered by 5 other counties. You have, to the north, you've got Wilcox County, and to the northeast, you have Telfair County. To the south, that would be Irwin County. Over to the west would be Turner County. And to the east, you will have Coffee County. And we're going to take one last look at our Georgia 159 project map just to show you all those counties again that I outlined in that little narrative I just did. Again, Ben Hill County right here, and it borders Wilcox, Telfair, Coffee, Irwin, and Turner counties. Since its founding back in 1906 as a county in the state of Georgia, it was founded, you know, like I said, between separation of land area between Wilcox County and Irwin County. But in 1906, when it was founded, had about 11,000 people in this county, in that area that they designated as Ben Hill County. And between 1910 and up until now, the population's kind of fluctuated between 11,000 and 17,000 people. So very small town from whence I came from. Now, as small as Ben Hill County is, Ben Hill County does have a little municipal airport. It's out back that away, area town. So not in the city limits or anything like that, but you can do some little light aircraft flying in and out of there. There's a little area, it's close to an area called Polk Park, which is a nice little gathering area and meeting ground that people like to go to and enjoy. Now up here is this little park right here, and I'm gonna cross the road and get there and tell y'all a little interesting story about that little park. Now this is the old blue and gray park, and I'm gonna go inside here if I can just for a little bit and let you kind of see it. But if you can imagine, this used to be a baseball field and a baseball stadium, a minor league baseball stadium at that. And this is where the great Hall of Fame baseball manager for the Baltimore Orioles, Earl Weaver, played as a player manager for the Fitzgerald Orioles back in the 1950s, I believe it was, when he was here. So this park, it has always held kind of a special place to me in you know, my home county and my hometown's history, and in baseball history. All right, so, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but if memory serves me correct, this was where the baseball field was. And if you can see, it kind of has a little curve around out there. My friends who played baseball on the baseball teams out here, and my family members who have come out here to this park, or anybody watching in general, if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments. But I believe this was the baseball field. And there's that fence right out there, the outfield fence. But yeah, this is where a lot of good baseball was played by a lot of good guys, a lot of good people, including Mr. Earl Weaver, the Baseball Hall of Famer, way back in the 1950s for the Fitzgerald Orioles. So Ben Hill County, it's not a big county, but still has a lot of cool things that you can see that we've had throughout history. This right here is on the National Historic Registry, or National Places of Historic Registry for the United States. This is the old Ben Hill County Jail. This jail was built in 1909, and it was the first jail ever built for Ben Hill County. It operated here. There was a jail here until about 1982. And in fact, up until the 1950s, the sheriff of Ben Hill County and his family would actually live here. There was some living quarters here in this jail. So you get a job and free housing if you were sheriff of Ben Hill County up until about, you know, the mid to late 1950s. Well, there you have it. There's the tour of beautiful Ben Hill County. What do y'all think about my home county? I've always loved it here. I'm proud to be from Ben Hill County, and still, like I said, got lots of friends and family here. Love coming back to visit and seeing them when I can. So, well, tell me down in the comments, what do y'all think about this place? As always, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. Until next time, y'all take care now. Have a good one. Bye. Oh, and let me introduce y'all to Judge Stembridge. Take care, guys.